After 35 legendary seasons, Inside the NBA, the beloved and irreverent basketball studio show that redefined sports commentary, has officially signed off from its longtime home on TNT. The final episode aired in the aftermath of Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks, a fittingly dramatic send-off for one of the most influential programs in sports television history. True to form, the farewell was anything but ordinary. The broadcast featured candid reflections, unscripted emotion, and even a few well-placed F-bombs. Charles Barkley dropped the mic. Literally, capping off a night that felt more like a family reunion than a TV show finale. But while the curtain has closed on the TNT era, this is not the end for Inside the NBA. From TNT to ESPN, a historic move in the making. The transition comes amid a massive shift in the NBA's media landscape. Beginning with the 2025-26 season, ESPN will share the league's new broadcast rights in a sweeping deal that includes plans to revive Inside the NBA, or at least its spirit, on a new platform. While fans feared the beloved show would vanish altogether, recent developments confirm that Inside the NBA will indeed continue, albeit with some significant changes. ESPN is expected to adapt the format for its network, but whether it can preserve the unique chemistry and unfiltered commentary that made the show iconic remains an open question. The future of the core cast. Who's in, who's out? The fate of the show's core cast, Ernie Johnson Jr., Charles Barkley, Kenny, the Jet, Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal, is now front and center in the public eye. Ernie Johnson Jr., the steady and respected host since the show's early days, will not be part of the ESPN transition. He remains under contract with Warner Bros. Discovery, which owns TNT, and has expressed his loyalty to the network. Charles Barkley, who has long been the show's outspoken heartbeat, is keeping fans guessing. Though he's flirted with retirement in recent years, he's made clear that he would consider continuing with the show if, and only if, it maintains its original authenticity. "If we go to ESPN, it has to be our show. I'm not doing a watered-down version. Period," Barkley said in a recent interview. Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith have not confirmed their next steps, but insiders suggest negotiations are ongoing. Both are expected to be key targets for ESPN as the network builds its NBA studio programming around a familiar face or two. A legacy unlike any other. Debuting in 1989, Inside the NBA broke the mold for sports analysis. It mixed deep basketball insight with humor, honesty, and unpredictability. Whether it was Barkley's controversial rants, Shaq and Kenny's good-natured bickering, or Ernie's poised professionalism, the show became a cultural force, winning multiple Emmy Awards and building a fanbase that transcended basketball. In an age of increasingly sanitized sports media, Inside the NBA stood out for its unfiltered nature and genuine camaraderie. It felt like sitting on the couch with friends who just happened to be basketball legends. What will change at ESPN? Though ESPN now has the rights to a version of the show, fans should expect some differences. New set and production. The show will likely receive a visual overhaul to match ESPN's branding and studio style. Possible new talent. With Ernie Johnson not making the move, ESPN may introduce a new host or possibly repurpose existing on-air talent. Tone and format tweaks. ESPN is known for more structured and polished coverage, so maintaining Inside the NBA's signature spontaneity and irreverence may prove challenging. Still, the network is reportedly committed to honoring what made the show great, and recognizes that authenticity, humor, and real chemistry are non-negotiable. As the NBA enters a new media era, Inside the NBA's legacy is secure, but its future will be watched closely. Whether the show can truly live on at ESPN depends on more than just the set or the name. It depends on the people behind the desk and the freedom they're given to speak their minds. In the words of Barkley on that final TNT broadcast, "We changed the game. If this is the end, it's been a hell of a ride, and what a ride it's been."